Good evening to YouTube. How are you doing today? I hope that you are well. This is Love Coach Dasha, and I am your infidelity expert here to teach you how to get on the healing path after infidelity. Your mate has cheated. You have been through a trauma, but there are simple things that you can do to get yourself on the healing path to get to the point where you feel like you can love and trust and be vulnerable again. And I do these videos every week, the word of the week video, to teach you one thing that you can put into action right this second that will start to change how your mind is working after this trauma, that will get you to the point where you can reconcile and recover and get on the healing path. So this week's word it has to do with the dreams formula. That if you have been with me for a while, you know about the dreams formula. Dreams formula for reconciling and recovering after infidelity are 6 things that you can get or do that will start to help you now, start to get you to a place where you feel like you can get healed. A lot of the problem with healing after infidelity is feeling like you can't possibly do it. So I walk you through with the dreams formula simple steps that you can do to actually start on the path. You can actually get to feeling better. So, the very first part of the dreams formula is the D, and that's the word of the week for today is decide. Decide what you want. This is going to be a very simple decision. Either you want to recover and reconcile and be with the person you love, or you want to punish them. You don't want to be together anymore. You do not want to continue on with this. You're pretty sure about being with the person you love if you're listening to me. If you have found your way to Love Coach Dasha, that is what I do. I am talking about getting past this, putting this chapter in your rearview mirror and being able to get on with your life together as a couple. Fully with you on that. All right. So if that is your decision, I want you to stick with that decision. I want you to understand that you're making it consciously, that nobody is forcing you, that you are not doing it for any other reasons other than the fact that you want to, and then move forward with it. You cannot do this for the kids. You cannot do this to keep up appearances. You can't do this for any real reason other than this is the person that you love and you want to be with them. You want things to work out. You want to reconcile with them because that's the only thing that's going to motivate you enough to be able to put up with all the things that you have to do to heal, all of the things that you're going to have to put down and not carry around with you for the rest of your life if you want to heal. So if you love this person, if this is your person, you know, right? You know that this is your person. You wouldn't even be here for anybody else on the planet. Anybody else, you would have kicked them right to the curb. They'd have been gone. But this is your person. This is the person that inspires you to be more, to do more, even though they've done something terribly wrong to you. They really have. And I am not diminishing it in any way. But somehow you still love them more than their fuck up. You still love them more than them messing up and doing you wrong. You still love them that much. And there's nothing wrong with that. You just have to decide that that is what is true. My husband is my person. There was never anybody else in the whole wide world that I ever could have married and been happy with like I'm happy with him. He is the person that interests me the most. He is my very favorite person in the whole wide world. He's my favorite person to talk to. He's the person that makes me feel good and happy when I talk to him. He's the person that thinks that I'm funny. Who knew I was funny before my husband thought that I was funny? Nobody ever got me. Nobody got my sense of humor like he does. So he's my person. Plain and simple. I don't make any other excuses at all. He is just my person. And I just go about my life trying to be honorable to that feeling. It is amazing and wonderful to find the person that you really truly love that is your match. And if you have that, you should appreciate it. You should honor it. You should honor your feelings about it and not feel bad about it. So you've made a decision based on the fact that this is your person, and it's not that difficult to carry through with it. You just have to keep that decision in mind. That's why it's the first step of the dreams formula, because everything else is based on your decision to move forward. You have to tell yourself that you are doing this for yourself and for the love that you have, and you are going to make it. You may have fears that come up, the why he did this, that may come up, that may be an issue for you. But if you always hang tight to your decision that this is your person and you're going to come through this, it's a whole lot easier to navigate every other step of the dreams formula. You just have to acknowledge it for yourself. And that is where a lot of people have difficulty. You feel badly about it. You feel like you should not feel like this is your person anymore, because how could they be my person if they could possibly do this? But the thing is, your person doesn't guarantee that them being your person does not guarantee that they will never mess up. And you being their person doesn't guarantee that you will never mess up. What you're doing now, trying to recover, is just honoring love and moving forward and trying to repair things that that got damaged by you being people, by them doing the wrong thing, by you doing the wrong thing. So you have to just accept that as the truth. You have to accept that you have made this decision. You have made the best decision that you possibly could for yourself, and that you are going to be happy and contented in that decision, and act like a person who is following through with that decision. When you do that on a regular basis, when you show yourself that that is what you want and you are consistent with it, you start to break down the walls inside your head that are developed from this type of trauma. When you have this type of trauma, when you've been betrayed by somebody that you love, your brain will keep trying to build up a wall in front of you so that you can't reach that person, because it thinks that if you can't reach that person, then you'll never be hurt again. But that's not true. You are a person. You are going to experience pain no matter how blocked off you make yourself. So why not decide to throw open all the doors, knock down all the walls, and be happy about being with the person that you love, just because you made that decision, just because you are the grown up here. This is your life and you can make that decision. So that is the word of the week for today, people. For this week, the word of the week is decide. Decide that this is just the person that you want to be with. Decide that this is your person. Decide that you are in love. Decide that you are willing to forgive this person because they are special to you, and go for it. All right. Hang tight to that this week. Write down in your journal the reasons why this was the person that was able to break the rules and still make it with you. Hey, because sometimes that happens. The people that you love the most, those are the people that you're willing to break the rules for. So if that is the case, if you are willing to break your rules and break away from what society says is good for a relationship and just be with the person that you love and forgive that person and move forward with them in spite of what has happened, then write about that in your journal. That's a beautiful thing that you have, and it will give you lots and lots of strength as you are going down the healing path with me. All right. So that's about it. Thank you so much for joining me for the word of the week. I hope you will be back with me next week. I am going to be back here on Sunday. Oh no, I'm going to change it. I'm going to change that to Wednesdays. This is going to be Wednesday thing from now on. I figured it worked out better with my schedule. So every Wednesday, I'm going to give you the word of the week, let you know what you can do. Next week is going to be the next step of the dreams formula. It's going to be the R. So you want to stay tuned for that. You want to find out what the steps are and what you're going to need to do to be able to get through them. All right. All righty, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure that you make healing choices. Don't do what the fear tells you to do. And decide that this is your boo. Decide that this is the person who is worthy to have your forgiveness and your grace in their life. This is, you can only make the decision, and I believe you. If you say that they're worth it, I believe you. I think that they are. All right. Alrighty then. I'll talk to you a little later.